Hi everyone. Hopefully your preparation is going well. This is the LR set that we are going to try in today's episode. If you have tried the set, then go ahead and watch the solutions and discussion related to it, which will be starting right away. And if you have not tried it, we'll recommend you to try it once before you watch the solutions. Ideally, this is a very simple set in selections when it comes to these kind of questions. Because the conditions that are provided are very less, number one, and very easy to handle as well. But still, there is a scope of simplifying in this problem as well. So I'll be pointing out those parts before I go into the question. So first of all, let me highlight the important parts. So there are two kinds of suites here for type 1, and there are three kinds of suites for type 2. So these are two different types of suites that are available to us. So there is this type 1 and the type 2. The type 1 has ABC in the group. So we have A, B, and C as one group. And there is another group type 2, which is this D, E, F, G, H, right? So let me just quickly write this. So that is type 2. Now, it has been mentioned that type 1, we have to select two kinds of suites. So we have to select two from these. And for type 2, we have to select three kinds of suites. So this has to give us three kinds of suites. So this thing you should always do, even if you don't write this type 1, type 2, it doesn't matter. Always denote this visually. It will be helpful for you a lot while you're solving the set as well. Now coming to the restrictions or the conditions here. So each of the conditions is either or type, right? So E cannot be in the same gift box as H. What does that imply? Either E or H could be selected, not must. It's not that they have to be selected, but as it is given, E cannot be in the same gift box as H. So E or H, one of them may appear. It might also happen that neither of E or H is actually selected. We'll come to that after a while. In the second point, we have D cannot be in the same gift box as G. So it's the same condition. D or G, one could be selected. B cannot be in the same gift box as H. So we have something like this. Now, visually collecting these kind of informations are very important. This is something I've mentioned in our classes. So I'll just take a minute to explain another statement. So let me just write that quickly. So here, if you notice this, exactly one of E and H must be selected, as opposed to this statement, E cannot be in the same gift box as H. There's a small difference out here. Here as well, we have to select between E and H. We cannot select both of them. But the difference is exactly one must be selected out here. So whenever I have this kind of thing, what I do is I just put it in a box, something like this. So now visually I know that one of these two has to be selected. So as opposed to this collection, look at this collection. So I've collected the data in a slightly different manner. So whenever I'm not putting the box, I know that there's no must kind of thing happening. So it is possible that neither of E or H is selected. But whenever I put a box later on, I know that one of these two has to be selected. So make your visual data collection strong. That will save a lot of time going forward. So now let me get into the solution. Let me take this off first. As I was mentioning earlier, if we think about this particular set, there are not a lot of conditions. We can actually go into the questions and start solving. But let me show you a few things. This will be relevant in those kind of sets, which has a lot of different pointers, and then you have to reduce those pointers and simplify them. So simplifying in an easy set is also that much relevant. So if you practice that well, you will have a habit of doing that in any given set. So for example, in this case, we have two different things here. One are the conditions. These are the conditions given. And there is a number related restriction from the groups. So there are two types of groups out here. ABC is one group and D2H is another group. So we have to select two from type 1 and three from type 2. You will find a lot of selection problem similar to this idea. For an example, there are 10 male people. There are 15 female members. Out of the 10 male, you have to select 5. Out of the 15 female, you have to select 8. So I'm just giving random numbers. So any kind of this grouping thing, whenever it happens, more often than not, you'll have some number restriction to it. It's not always, but more often than not, you'll have a number restriction. So whenever you have a number restriction, what I try to identify is these kind of things. So this OR type, whenever it happens, whether they are from the same group or from different group. For example, if you look at this E or H thing, the E and H both are from the same group, right? They are from type 2 itself. Similarly, this D or G, D as well as G are from the same group. Now, as opposed to that, if you look at B or H, B and H are actually not from the same group. They are from different groups, right? So you'll understand the relevance of this now. If you notice this point and this point, so both of these are pointing to the same group, right? So E or H is also from type 2, D or G is also from type 2, right? So think about it. We have to select 3 people from type 2, or 3 suites in this case, sorry. So one of the places could be E or H, one of the places could be D or G, and one place must be F, right? The reason I'm talking about this is there are five total suites in this particular group. Out of these two, I could select only one. So from 2 to 1, there is already a reduction of 1. Here also from 2 to 1, there is a reduction of 1, right? So essentially, out of these 4, I could select only 2 of them. I can never select more than 2, which leaves the 5th one has to be selected. So what I know is, before even going to the questions, I know that F has to be selected, one of E or H has to be selected, and one of D or G has to be selected. So although this is not given in the set that one of E or H must be selected, this comes out as a implication, right? As an inference from this particular idea. But from this B or H, we cannot actually do this because they are not from the same group. Yes, there will be some connection. So whenever I select this H, the B cannot be selected. So something like that. So now let me get into the question. So first question out here, which of the following types of sweets must be included in each of the gift boxes? So this is something we already did, right? So F has to be always selected. See, nothing from type 1 is a must kind of thing. Yes, if H is selected, then B cannot be selected. In that case, A and C must be the ones which you pick up. But that is not a compulsory thing, right? We could have selected E also. If we select E, by the way, we can select anything. It's not mandatory I have to select B. I could select AB, I could select AC, I could select BC as well, right? So anything could be selected when I select E. So from the first type, there is no compulsory thing. But then type 2, we already know that F has to be selected. So the answer for this should be option 1. Let's quickly move to the next question. In this question, it says if C is not included, so C is not included, then AB has to be included, right, from type 1 that is given to us. So AB is selected. Any of the following kind of sweets can be included except. So if B is selected, then we already know that H cannot be selected. That is already given to us right here. So if B is selected, H cannot be selected. So this is pretty straightforward. So H cannot be selected, except for that, everything should be selected. I mean, if H would not be in the option, then I might have thought about it. But in this case, that is the only thing you can derive. Let's move to the next one. Here again, it is mentioned something additional in the question. H is included in the gift box. So H is selected. So E is not selected. So this is what is given to us. Again, if H is selected, B cannot be selected. So it has to be AC from the first type. Now, what is the question? The box must also include which are the following kinds of sweets. Now, F is definite, D or G is not, I mean, we cannot say anything about it, but A and C has to be selected, right? So that is option 1. So option 1 should be the answer for this problem. Pretty straightforward. Let's move to the next one. Okay, again, some additional information here. If in a particular gift box, B and D are included. So we are including B from the first box for first type, sorry. D is included, so G cannot be selected. And by the way, if B is selected from this information, H cannot be selected, right? So everything is fixed except for A and C. Either of A or C could be selected. We don't know as of now. What is the complete list? Coming back to the question, what is the complete list of all the sweets of type 2? So type 2, we already know, right? F, E, D are selected. So option 3 should be the answer here. So D, E, F has to be selected. So pretty straightforward questions. I hope you understood. This is what I was talking about. Even if you did not reduce the initial thing I talked about, this 2 to 1 and 2 to 1. So initially when I was analyzing the set, this is the reduction that I made, right? So this is something I've analyzed and figured out. If even if you did not do this for this particular set, I don't think you would have faced any problem to solve it out. But for other sets perspective, I was talking about this kind of thing. So whenever you have a grouping kind of thing, more often than not, you will have some number restriction to it. So you have to select these many people. You have to select at least these many people. So something related to numbers might be present whenever there's a grouping involved in selection kind of problem. Additionally to the that grouping, you will have some conditions. So in this case, the conditions are pretty straightforward. But based on those conditions, try to understand whether those conditions are affecting the same group or different groups. So if it is affecting the same group, pay more importance to that particular condition. That will always help you to simplify that set. That's all my input for this particular question. I hope everything was understood. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully you liked the solutions we provided for these questions. And if you did like it, do not forget to like the video and share, subscribe, and comment. Do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. In that case, you'll get notification as soon as we upload a new video. And if you want to check a bouquet of courses that we provide, so we have a huge variant of courses from customizability to full preparation. You can check our website, www.mathoratory.com. I'll leave the link in the description below. And have an enjoyable preparation ahead. Welcome to the Math Oratory family and have a good exam ahead.